Joining us now is Robert George, founder of Fidelity Month. He is also the director of the James Madison Program in American Ideals and Institutions at Princeton University. Professor George, always so great to see you. So tell us more about why you started Fidelity Month, and what was it about this Wall Street Journal article that really spurred you into action?
Well, Tracy, first, it's so good to be back with you, and how wonderful to be able to talk about something so positive and uplifting this time. Well, it began with negative news, and that was the polling data that showed that Americans' belief in the values that used to unite us across the racial lines and ethnic lines and religious differences and so forth were eroding, the diminution of these values. What are these values? Well, in addition to our constitutional principles, of course, they were faith in God, the importance of fidelity to spouses and to families, and then patriotism, the love of country and community. The one thing that got an increase in support was money. People told the pollsters that they believe very much in the importance of money. So while faith and family and country are diminishing, money's going up. Well, I thought we'd have to do something about this. And so by the power vested in me by absolutely nobody, Tracy, in April of 2023, I declared June, henceforth and forevermore, to be Fidelity Month, when we Americans of all faiths and all ethnicities and all cultural backgrounds and races and so forth would join together to rebuild those principles that used to unite us, to rebuild faith in God, fidelity to spouses and families, and of course, fidelity to our country and communities. And last year, tens of thousands of people joined. This year, hundreds of thousands of people are joining. I hope next year we'll be in the millions of people joining. People can go to fidelitymonth.com and find out what you can do to be part of the Fidelity Month movement.
Well, I think this is absolutely wonderful. So what are some concrete ways that people can take part in Fidelity Month?
Well, first, by rededicating ourselves to the principles of fidelity. Let's be better Christians if we're Christians. Let's be better Jews if we're Jews. Let's be better Protestants if we're Protestants, better Catholics if we're Catholics. Let's give greater devotion to God in our lives. We may go to Mass on Sunday. We may remember to say our prayers, but let's do more in the month of June. Now, we Catholics always celebrate June as Sacred Heart Month, and that's good, and we should continue to do that, of course. Fidelity Month doesn't compete with devotion to the Sacred Heart in June. But with Fidelity Month, we can join with our fellow citizens of different faiths on the values that we share. And we can do that not only by rededicating ourselves to these important values, but also by proclaiming them to our fellow citizens. A lot of Americans now are on social media. Use the Fidelity Month logo for your social media accounts. Fly our flag. You can go to the Fidelity Month website and figure out how to get obtain our flag or our cap or so forth. At your home or at your community center, fly the flag. Participate in a program, organize a program, have a speaker for Fidelity Month at your parish or at your other church or at your community center. Be in touch with your politicians. Ask them to recognize Fidelity Month the way that politicians and municipalities and communities recognize other important days and weeks and months, Earth Day, for example, and so forth. We can do that with the principle of fidelity. And if we all get together and do this across the historic lines of division, we're going to make this a great country again.
Yeah, and what has been the feedback so far?
Oh, it's unrelentingly positive. People realize that we need to reunite as Americans. We're so divided. Tracy, all the polling data show that we Americans are polarized in a dangerous way. It's not the first time we've been polarized, but our past experience, including in 1860 to 1864, 65, was not encouraging. So we need to rebuild our unity. We need to stop thinking of each other, despite our important differences, stop thinking of each other as enemies to be destroyed, and restore our understanding of ourselves as civic friends, even on areas in which we disagree. But there are some areas in which a lot of us can agree, whatever our other differences. And those are fidelity to God, fidelity to family and spouses, children, fidelity to our country and community. Those are sources of unity and sources of strength, and we need to get them back. And we can all do our part.
Absolutely, we can. Professor George, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us about this and for doing this. We really appreciate it. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you, Tracy.